Okay, so the battery died, and figured I'd continue, pick up where we were with the skate park, just so you get a sense of what the Antioch skate park is about here at Williams Park. Might as well just take a look at this stone again. The Antioch skate park, bike park is dedicated to Illinois Senator Adeline Geocaris for 31st District in honor of her continued support of the village of Antioch. September 5th, 2002. Wow, it's 24-ish years ago. It's a lifetime, something like that. Skate bike park. If not supervised, please skate bike at your own risk. Please read all the rules below for your safety. The following equipment is strongly recommended while skating and biking. So you can bicycle here. Helmet approved by Consumer Product Safety Commission standards. You don't see that often. A very specific type of helmet. The Consumer Product Safety Commission. Knee and elbow pads, wrist guards, and soft-soled shoes are recommended. Participants must supply their own protective equipment. Skateboards, inline skates, and BMX bikes only allowed on the equipment. No metal pegs are allowed on the BMX bikes. Now that's unusual. Usually when maybe they have plastic these days or different types of material. I don't know. Nylon pegs will be allowed. There you go. Nylon pegs. Bikers and skaters must take turns on equipment. No skating, biking against the traffic on ramps and pipes. Do not proceed down a ramp until clear of other skaters and or bikers. So skateboards, inline skates, and BMX bikes. No scooters then, and no roller skates. As it were. Skaters, bikers are responsible for inspecting all the facility, equipment, and skating surfaces prior to use to ensure that it has not been damaged and is safe for use. Do not use the equipment if broken or wet. Please report any unsafe equipment or damage to the Antioch Parks and Recreations Department at this number, or the police department at this number. No swearing, abusive language, or aggressive behavior. No pets, animals, or spectators are allowed on the equipment. No glass containers. No food, including gum and candy, or beverages on the skating surface. No loud music. Possession, consumption, or being on the premises under the influence of alcohol or any intoxicating beverage, controlled substance, or tobacco is prohibited. No weapons allowed. Fighting will not be tolerated for any reason. No backpacks, shoes, or other gear will be allowed on the skating surface. I think they want you to wear shoes, but okay. Moving on. No personally owned ramps, boxes, or other devices may be brought into the facility. Do not attempt to move the equipment. Please be courteous of other skaters, bikers, and skate bike friendly. Bike and skate friendly. Any serious accident after calling 911 must be reported to the Antioch Parks and Recreations Department office immediately. Park hours are from dawn until dusk, sun up to sundown. Park closed when ramps are wet or icy. It is unlawful for anyone to enter or remain on the premises other than posted hours. Intentional damage of any equipment, including the use of graffiti or marking, and defacing of any surface of the skate bike park is prohibited and subject to criminal prosecution. Violation of any of these rules may be subject to suspension, expulsion, or criminal prosecution. Antioch Parks and Rec Department reserves the right to close the facility for any circumstance deemed necessary, restrict entry to the facility, and ask persons to leave the facility if any other rules are not followed or unsafe behavior is observed, to schedule this facility for events, demos, demonstrations, clinics, or maintenance, to change or modify the user's hours or days of use. Remember, skate bike with safety in mind. It's the Antioch logo right there for the town of Antioch, Williams Park. So they do have a picnic bench for spectators, as it were. Okay, so this is a modular style park. We might see a logo of the company that makes this. A hidden picnic table over here. And yeah, we've got the street course set up, and also not very easily seen from outside the skate park, but a nice mini ramp right there. Actually, that looks really nice. We'll have to take a look at that. Here's our quarter pipes as part of the street course. Again, for skill space, do you want a skill space back here? Maybe not. But, I think I'm starting to divide our skill spaces up into like 3 kind of categories. One would be like small space, skill space small, and then there's like skill space like good, or like standard, or good, it's like an ordinary one. And then there's the large, like the super large one. Like this would be like a small, like if you brought in the kendama, right? No problem, right? Like some bean bags, 3 balls, do some 3-ball stuff over here. 3B. Sometimes us jugglers call it 3B for 3-ball. Does look like there is a little bit of that. Gets close to something that's concerning, like maybe considered damage. This is like some kind of composite plastic substitute for masonite, I think. So it's going to give, you can see some of the wood construction, but with metal sort of frames. Interesting. I don't see the manufacturer yet, but I like the dimensions of this skate, of this mini ramp, this mini. So that's kind of cool. I think this is like one. This is one that like just makes me. This is not good. Having this exposed here, you can get your wheel in there. Probably unlikely, but possibly. But yeah, this is just like it's. I feel like when you drop in on this, you're gonna get a good speed, and then you're gonna get on the other side and get a good speed over there, and so like this is the kind of ramp that's really. If you're at this level, like I feel like this would be a really good ramp to practice on, and then transition up to even something larger. But this one's going to give you a lot of confidence, I think, if you know how to ride it right. They also have like this really deep sort of waiting area back there, about half that over here, no problem. So yeah, this is like a good session. Like come hang out, and you could have a whole skate jam right here on the mini. Then you got your this is sort of like the back area. Hey man, maybe this is the skill space, because really you could get a couple people passing clubs back here, and you're out of the way. This is kind of actually unusual. The only thing though is that someone might want to skate like kind of come around. They might want to. Although that is such a narrow piece of cement there to skate on. But yeah, never get in the way of any skateboard motion, especially if there's a jam going on, or there's some street stuff going on and people are like going all over here. It's like, yeah, probably don't do that. But if it's like a day like this and you want to, and there's like not that many people here, and right now none skating, maybe set up there, do some pass some clubs. Play it by ear. If someone shows up, maybe move off to another spot. But yeah, so that's like it's like a maybe not maybe. But yeah, just you got your a good flow here with your basically your ramp and your quarter to one side, and then your ramps on the other side. You got a little small quarter over there, and some You got a spine, a ramp quarter box in the middle here. I mean, this is your setup for basically if you're practicing to get into the Olympics, or if you're just have some general good practice time. But this is what's become like really the sort of like standard sort of setup for a skate park, and you got your kinked rail over here, a rail with a kink in it, meaning like it's bent, and then you got your rail over here, so you can even practice some of your sliding and grinding. A lot of rules, more comprehensive than most of the ones we've seen at these parks. But overall, general surroundings and everything, yeah, it's a lot. I would say a good amount of opportunities for skill space, and a cool park. I feel like this is one where you really have to see like how it feels for you, like if your wheel size, and if you like the material on the ramps, like this composite, which I'm guessing is made. It might even, see, you could kind of see right there. It might be some sort of wood, or it might be a mix of like of a poly or some sort of plastic that's mixed in to create like I said, like a masonite substitute that's going to hold up better. And even some of these pieces look like this is interesting, that wear and tear right there. Some of these pieces of the darker shade, darker color, that might be even like replacements, like they couldn't get the same material from before. This one's just eaten up. So yeah, it's like one of those it's one of those things where like definitely try it out. I think you're gonna, my guess is I think a lot of people are gonna like this, but some people might just not like the material that the ramps are made out of. I think that'd be the only complaint, other than some of these like patchy spots on some of the ramps. So it looks like they might need a little bit of maintenance at some point, a year or two, or whenever they decide to do that. All right, well, that's that. Williams Park, Antioch, Illinois. This is way up north, almost to the Wisconsin border, and a nice park out here, and a beautiful day actually, despite some of the rain. And that's all. All right, well, until next video.